Welcome back, or welcome in if you're new here. Week 17 of the countdown is officially over, and so is the month of February. The last task on the February to-do list was a big closet clean-out. We had a total of 3 to tackle, and I'm happy to declare that we made it! It was definitely down to the wire, with only one day left, and there were ample distractions. But I can officially check it off the list. The linen/supply closets and the laundry closets went pretty fast. There wasn't a lot to pack up, but we were able to organize and get rid of a lot of things that had accumulated in various piles and bins over the years. I kind of wish we'd made time to do it sooner, but c'est la vie. I honestly wonder why so many people, myself included, wait to do something about our living spaces until we're about to leave them. It seems to be a pretty common phenomenon. The coat closet, on the other hand, was a little bit of an adventure. Neither my roommate nor I really used it for its intended purpose, so it kind of just ended up as some extra storage for things we weren't using on a regular basis, but still wanted to have relatively easy access to. We found a pair of shoes that neither of us recognized, and a coat that I had almost completely forgotten existed until we pulled it out while cleaning. In my opinion, the coat closet made the biggest difference. What do you think? Partially because of the closet cleanout, I didn't start editing the week 18 video until Sunday after work. But then I ran into storage problems as I was trying to send files from one device to another, and by the time I'd figured all that out, it was time to go to bed, and I hadn't actually gotten any editing done at all. I was able to complete the majority of the editing on Monday, with Aki's help of course, but by the time I was getting close to done, it was already past midnight, and while I do plan my dialogue for these videos, since I find I'm much more eloquent on paper than I am ad-libbing a voiceover, I figured a good night's sleep before I decided to put my content out for the whole world to see was probably a good idea. And that's why last week's video came out a couple of days later than originally planned. However, over those 2 days, I also managed to redo our calendar for March, planned out the weekends for big apartment tasks with sauce, and made a really delicious meal with leftover ingredients in our fridge. My favorite part of this meal was the roasted sweet potato and carrots. I coated it in a little bit of honey, cumin, and chili powder, and it went really well with the sauce left over from the momo my roommate and I had over Lunar New Year, even if it ended up a little on the spicy side. Sauce also took the grooming brush to Aki for the first time in probably years. I was shocked by how much she was eating it up. It did not go that well the first time I tried to introduce that brush to her. But maybe Sauce just has that special touch. Wednesday was the first day of pet sitting, and I can officially say, spring is coming to Oregon. The dog I'm watching is a sweetheart, and I always enjoy my time with him, even if he does occasionally try and eat the grass if I'm not paying attention. Once I returned home, I crawled into bed with my cat and tried to catch up on a little bit of lost sleep. It ended up raining the following day, but I got this really cute shot of puppy paw prints on the only stretch of dry concrete, and I had a lovely call with some of my family members as we congratulated one of my uncles on his birthday. I feel like Fridays are always a little bit of a whirlwind, which makes some sense since it's the end of the week for me. It was another crochet lesson day for Saskia, our friend, and me. On my way back from pet sitting, I picked up dinner, these amazing banh mi sandwiches, stopped by Michael's to pick up some last-minute art supplies, all before our lesson even began. We were each able to pick our own designs of granny squares with varying levels of difficulty. I liked Sauce's blue color theme a lot, but I think the one our friend made was my favorite overall. I ended up pretty happy with how mine came out too, but I did kind of unintentionally make a sunflower motif. For not having many things on my list this week, it sure felt like I didn't have any free time. No progress on the decor or the filing cabinet. I think I'm going to put them on hold for now and focus on some other things. The week 16 list looks kind of crazy, but I don't necessarily expect myself to be able to complete all of this by Friday. I am postponing a couple of items that have been on my list for a while, which will help, and the rest are just things that are on my mind as something I'd like to get done if I have time. That way, I don't putter around trying to figure out what I want to do. I can just look at my list. I do, however, plan to prioritize the items that will allow me to spend some more time with Aki. I've been spending a lot of time with other people's pets and not so much time with her, and I think it will be good for me to make some time and take a breather and relax a little. Maybe take care of some things I can do in the comfort of my own bed, if I feel like it. I'm definitely a strong supporter that in your pajamas is a perfectly valid state to get things done in. Thanks for joining me again this week. I hope you'll come back again. The passage of time has been a little overwhelming, but I'm doing my best to make the most of it, one checkmark at a time.